Dragon Ball Super has had a rocky time. With a subpar start with rehashing 2 movies, it seemed that Super was no longer Super. But after Resurrection F ended, we actually entered into a new era of new Dragon Ball stories. The animation improved, and the story was actually good. And with the announcement of the Universal Survivor arc, Dragon Ball Super was finally living up to its name. With weeks entirely dedicated to setting up the team of Universe 7, I, like many, were highly anticipating the arc. I thought Super had finally turned over a new leaf and Toei had finally understood the property they had, but alas, I was deeply wrong. The Universal Survivor arc has only just begun, but has already shown 2 major flaws that have impacted the arc negatively. We as fans deserve a lot for making Dragon Ball as popular as it is. I would even argue it is the Star Wars of popularity and influence in the anime world, so why does Toei keep fucking us in the arse? Goku is anime's, no, fiction's best character. He is funny, charming, and freaking cool as hell. So why have Toei kept making him dumb and annoying? His childlike innocence has been interpreted as childlike thinking. Goku isn't the smartest character, but he is darn clever when he needs to be. He has always outsmarted his opponents and his allies. However, Goku in this Survivor arc doesn't have common sense and is very self-centered. Yes, he has always been like that for years, but there was always a sense of responsibility for his loved ones. This could be me just interpreting his actions differently, but Goku fought the worst because he wanted to best himself. I understand that, but he also does it because the world and his home is also important. But in this arc, fuck the world. In the episodes prior to the fight, Goku had the task to assemble the team, and along the way he learned about tactics and working together. Krillin and 18 showed how powerful 2 opponents can be against 1. Gohan taught him about tactical thinking, so much so he appointed him captain and to think of a strategy. Great character building for Goku. No longer is he thinking with his fighting boner. But as the tournament begins, Goku basically gave Gohan, Universe 7 as a whole, and more importantly us, the middle finger. Toei had fed us this build up on Goku learning about fighting and thinking about the tactics he should use. And the payoff? Nah, let's just do my own thing. It feels like Toei is just feeding us the shit, and we are all here eating it up. And are we really seeing the universe's best fighters at play here? Because the way they are getting knocked out is embarrassing and truthfully pathetic. I don't know if Toei are already running out of inventive ways to knock characters out, or if they're saving the best for last, but they have sorely undermined the arc. Why should I be scared of these other warriors when the ones being knocked off forget how to fly? Are you telling me that this guy is the best warrior from that universe and gets eliminated by a shoe that smells? The epitome of the uncreative work at Toei is when the Yard Rat was knocked out. When I saw Goku and that Yard Rat battle it out and the Yard Rat was cocky with his instant transmission, I thought, yes, Goku's going to show that Yard Rat his instant transmission and use that technique to knock him out. But before he does that, the Yard Rat is impressed that someone else knew the technique and Goku would tell him about how he learned it, building a mutual respect with this Yard Rat because that's what Goku does. But no. Why put in the effort? Us fans don't want to see great characters fight and interact. We just want to see that Super Saiyan thing because we just stupid fans. It shows that the other universes have no real threat because they're just thrown overboard. We want intense battles. We want meaningful dialogue. We have 12 universes here. Show us. When the Universal Survivor arc was first announced, I was excited to see the greatest fighters from all universes duke it out. I was excited to see the supporting cast have their moments to shine. Gohan was teased and again cockblocked. How cool would it have been to see Gohan fight Lavender again and he be the one to show off his technique to block the poison, and when the 3 foxes used their attacks, Goku, Vegeta and Gohan fired a Kamehameha, a Gallic Gun and a Masenko. But no. Why make Gohan interesting? Why give someone that's not Goku or Vegeta have the limelight? Gohan isn't a pussy. Don't treat him like one. Because the man is academic doesn't mean he can't fight, and it doesn't mean he won't take risks. We've always said that Gohan fights when he needs to. The universe is at risk. What bigger stake is there? The biggest problem is that Universe 7's dynamic has not yet been explored. How does Roshi and Piccolo fight? Once enemies with the Demon King, now allies to fight for their universe. Dragon Ball Z didn't have this opportunity to have the Z fighters fight together as a unit. Normally in Z, they would fight one by one, or Goku would demand they escape for their safety. But here, there's no escape. Their teamwork can be explored. How does Tien and Gohan fight together? How does 17 and Vegeta work? The arc is still in its early days and we might be getting those answers soon, but for now, Toei has been treating us fans like pigs, feeding us redundant stories that lack any creative vision or flair. And I know the animation has vastly improved from the dark times of Super, but is it me or did Goku look very weird in the latest episode? I'm not just talking about a filler cutaway scene, but prominent ones. Now, I know that the animators are poorly paid, but that is a terrible excuse. Toei, one of the biggest animation companies in Japan, can't afford to pay their animators. It's disgusting. No one's asking them to overpay them, but to just pay them. So no more pussyfooting around the subject. Super has at times shit animation compared to an anime like Hunter x Hunter. Some might say Hunter x Hunter is a seasonal show. Who cares? You pay your animators well, they will work harder. Using literally underpaid workers as an excuse says more than 1,000 words. Toei, get your shit together, because you will lose fans, and I know money is way important than creative storytelling, but fans will stop. It only takes a few shovels of shit in our mouths before the taste really kicks in, and you're already a few shovels too deep.